Developer Level 5 is no stranger to action RPGs. After all, it's the creative force behind critically acclaimed games like Dark Cloud and Dragon Quest VIII. The developer's final opus on the PlayStation 2 is Rogue Galaxy, an epic action RPG that chronicles the exploits of a band of space pirates in search of a mythical treasure. If you've ever played an RPG before, then you likely know that 90% of your time playing is spent locked in combat, making this part of the game of the utmost importance. Level 5 knows this better than anyone, and it's manifest in the real-time combat system utilized in Rogue Galaxy.
I've had enough.
Come on, try me.
What exactly is real-time combat? What it means is that you're in control of your character at all times. There's no menu-based system where you select a spell or attack and wait your turn. Everything happens on the fly, just like a typical action-adventure game, and the battle system has been created from the ground up to facilitate this kind of play. Eventually, you'll have 8 different characters in your party, but you'll only be able to drag 3 at a time into battle. You can swap any 3 at any time, but you must designate the primary character that you want to control directly. The other 2 aren't just there for window dressing, though. You have plenty of influence over their behavior. Each battle begins with a warning sign, alerting you to the fact that you're about to go toe-to-toe with one of the game's many creatures. From here, you have plenty of options in how to handle each skirmish. Pressing the triangle button takes you to the menus that allow you to set up how your party will respond in combat. There are 4 primary settings that will influence how they react. Choosing to fight separately will cause each party member to select their own targets and attack at their discretion. Selecting Pick Same Target comes in handy for boss fights when the entire party needs to concentrate on one enemy. Opting for the Step Back command will cause your party members to proceed with caution, while the Go All Out designation will make them attack with reckless abandon while automatically healing themselves as needed. You'll be surprised how well these commands work, and choosing the right one is often the difference between victory and defeat. Once you have your party strategy designated, it's time to go to war. Pressing the X button will cause your character to use a melee weapon. You can continually tap it to create some rudimentary combos, though you won't get your cranium in a bunch trying to figure out complex button combinations. The square button will enact your secondary attack. For most, this means a projectile weapon like a gun, bow, or bazooka. No matter whether you're slashing with a sword or squeezing off some shots, you can tap the directional pad to lock onto enemies and cycle through them. Attack ability is moderated by a blue action gauge above each party member's head. Lay on the sword or gun too hard, and you'll have to wait until the meter rebounds before attacking again. This can get you in a pretty bad situation against the game's enormous bosses. If you do get caught though, you can always use the R1 button to block, but it doesn't completely eliminate all damage, it only limits it based on the character's rating. However, a successful block will immediately refill the action meter, allowing you to immediately counterattack. If all else fails, you can always pick up the enemy and use it as an impressively powerful projectile. Aside from the hacking and slashing and gunplay, there's a great deal of depth to the combat as well. Each character has a list of available special attacks. These abilities imbue your weapons with elemental powers, increasing their overall attack strength. The other 2 members of your party will even suggest special attacks that they're available to pull off by listing them at the bottom of the screen mid-battle. To instruct them to execute, simply press the corresponding shoulder button and the AI character takes care of the rest. There's also a critical hit system called Burning Strike that will alert you to press the R1 button in conjunction with the square button. Then the camera completely changes and you're asked to input commands with precision timing. If successful, you'll be able to lay the smackdown in impressive fashion. With 8 different party members, real-time combat, and a completely customizable AI system, Rogue Galaxy is an action RPG that's looking to end the PlayStation 2's run in style. Tack on an incredibly in-depth weapon creation system that allows for a whopping 500 different combinations, and you can begin to see that the scope of Rogue Galaxy is quite possibly beyond anything yet seen on the system. Currently scheduled for release at the end of January, this RPG is looking to rewrite the rules of role-playing pugilism.